Hello, good afternoon. This is Desola Fadeyi from Snack a Lot Foods, and I'm very excited for this video today. Remember the last video we had, I said the next video will be having a very exciting news, and I will not let the cat out of the bag yet, but I'm just going to say one or two things here leading, up to what we are unveiling today. So I would like you to sit down, grab a popcorn if you can, a bottle of soda, and then let's move on. So there's something I would like to tackle today, and I believe by the time I'm going into it, a lot of people will be able to relate with what I'm trying to say. So let me start this way. Now, I told you, I think that was in the first or second video I made, talked about when I came into Canada, and I was thinking about, maybe not even pursuing this dream of baking. I kind of swept it under the carpet because I think I felt really overwhelmed, and I thought there's really nobody to, connect with here. So I thought it was going to be a really hard thing. And because of that, that was one of the major reasons why I had to, forget about the whole idea of picking up my baking business. So, and because it's something that I can relate with, I think it is very important I talk about it here, because I believe there will be a lot of people who are in the same shoes, experiencing the same thing right now. You'll believe or agree with me that it is a very scary, thing when you think of starting your own business. In this case, let's talk about baking. It relates, to any other thing you want to do, but you agree with me that sometimes when you want to start a business, especially as, a sole proprietor, you are very scared, and sometimes it feels like you are very much alone, just by yourself. You really can't find someone to, relate to, somebody who feels the same way you feel, who can share your, your fears, share your anxiety and all that. So a lot of us find ourselves in these shoes, especially, starting a business or even maybe moving into a new turf completely. You find it really difficult to start up because you can't find anybody that you can connect or relate with. Now, this brings me to the topic of today, and I'm going to be talking about community, the importance of community when it comes to business or any other thing you might want to do in life. Now, community is very important. Why? Because you kind of thrive when you know that you have people who think like you, or who do the same thing you do, or who have gone through the same thing you are going through. You feel security, right? You feel like you can do it because you have people who you can easily run to or share your minds with when it comes to the business or the idea you're trying to bring up. So I'm going to be sharing the importance of community today. And perhaps you are watching me today, you are a baker, maybe new in the city, or maybe you've been in this business for a few years, but sometimes you feel really alone. Sometimes you want to know where you can get something or how you can do this, but there's nobody really that you can share your heart with. There's no common ground where people of like minds can come together to share ideas, experiences, and maybe tips here and there. And that's what we're doing today. So I would like to talk a little bit about community before I unveil the surprise. Now, the first thing is I want to talk about the advantage of belonging to one. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is that you have people you can relate with. Now, like I said, if you don't have somebody who is going through what you are going through, it is really difficult for you to share your hearts or to share how you feel with such people. Now, if there's a community of bakers or a community of the kind of business that you own, you can easily find people you can relate. When you are speaking, you are not speaking like you are talking Greek, because the person knows exactly where you are coming from, knows exactly what you are going through. So when you have that kind of community backing you up, then they can easily relate when you are talking, and you don't sound strange. It sounds really familiar, and they're able to, help you. Now, another advantage of having a community is you have a support system. Trust me, there is nobody who doesn't need support. Now, no matter how talented you are, no matter how good you are at what you do, you need a support system. See, sometimes it seems like you are completely sapped of all your energy, both mental and physical. And at those times, you need people to be able to hold you, people to be able to say, yes, you can do it, or people you can easily run to and, open your heart out to. Now, that being said, it means that we all need a support system. See, gone are the days when one person feels he or she is a superhero. Gone are those days. There are so many things, in the world today that you have to contend with, or so many things you have to deal with. Hence, you need a support system. You can't do it alone. Now, apart from your family members, apart from even your best friends, because they have places in your life where they feel when it comes to your business, you need a support system. You need people who you can pick up your phone, or pick up your keyboard and tell them, hey, this is what I'm going through. I can't seem to find a way around this. I just need an idea. You need a support system. You need some people to be able to rely on, to be able to help you in your downtimes, because we all have downtimes. Trust me, no matter how strong you think you are or talented, there are times when you are just down and you need a support system. So community provides that, a support system for you, for your business. Now, another thing that a community does is that you can go there to seek advice and also share ideas. Now, in the baking world, we have people that have gone ahead, people that have been in the business for years. At the same time, also, we have people who are just starting up. And at the same time, we have people who have been there, for a little while, who are neither, newbies or gurus. We have all those categories in there. And so, because of that, there's an advantage when there is a common ground where all of them can come together and share ideas. Now, in that kind of, on that kind of platform, it makes it very easy for each and everyone to, to share, to take, and also to communicate. Now, when that kind of platform is created, then you discover that there is no knowledge loss. That is number one. You also discover that all the experiences for the, for the ones that have been in the business, you can have a platform where you can share the experiences you have, because the experiences you've gathered is not for yourself alone. Believe me, in anything that we do, it's for you to help somebody that is coming, behind. So it's a platform where you can share those experiences. You've gone through tough times. You've gone through times when you didn't know what to do, and probably there was not even anyone there to help, but you were able to find your way. In this kind of platform, you can share. Other people coming behind don't have to go through the same, suffering, doesn't have to go through the same tough things you went through. You can soften the ground for them by telling them what you did, more like they standing on your shoulder to look, instead of them trying to find their way there. So such community platforms are places where, the people with experience can share theirs. Those coming in can also benefit from those ideas. And also, even, it's a ground for the ancient and modern to meet. Now, we have people who've been in this business for a long time, the old tricks. But trust me, because times are changing, there are better ways of doing things that you as a guru, as the veteran, can learn from the new ones that are coming. So it's a place where we kind of share. So there's nobody that is better than the other, just that we have something that can benefit one another. So it's a good platform where all, those groups of people can come together, share ideas, and then, you can also seek advice. Now, another thing that I think community is good for is it's a good place where you can vent. Trust me, you see, the little time I've been in this business, sometimes you just need to vent. Maybe you've had an encounter or an experience with a client, and because we want to do things right, you can't lash on your client. It's wrong. If you have to, do that, go down into your basement or to your room, pick up your pillow, cover your face, and just yell into that. Please do it. Don't do it into the face of your client. So in platforms like this, you can easily vent. You've been frustrated because of an experience you just had with a client, or there's just something going on, you can easily come to this platform and just, let out that burden in your heart to your fellow bakers. And then in that kind of situation, some of them will be able to share how they were able to manage those things, because sometimes it's like a gridlock for you. You don't even know what to do. Probably you have a particular scenario, with a client, and you really don't know how to handle it. Now, platforms like this are places where you can come and say, hey, this is what happened today. How best can I handle the situation? And trust me, you have different ideas from people who have also gone through the same experience, and they can share with you, because see, like they say, there's nothing new under the sun. What you think is what you've gone through that you think has never happened has happened to a lot other people, and then they can share how they were able to handle situations like that. Now, the platform of community is also a place where you can feel heard. There is nothing that is as good as someone feeling heard. You just need, sometimes they don't really have to say anything. You just need people to listen to you, people who can think like the way you think, people who do what you do. You just need someone to listen to what you have to say. And sometimes it's not the feedback that makes you feel better. It's the fact that somebody or someone or a group of people are there to listen to what you have to say makes all the difference, okay? Makes you feel better, helps you to refocus, and you're able to go back to what you want to do. So it's an opportunity and a platform where you can feel heard. And also, I would like to say this: the worst feeling in the world is to be alone. Now, I will tell you, let me share a little bit of this so it doesn't sound like, just something picked up from the air. Now, when I started my business in Canada, when I picked up, the greatest challenge I had was not being able to get materials readily to buy in the few stores that we have in the city where they sell cake things. So sometimes I had to reject orders because there was no way I could get them, because even if I had to order online, sometimes it wouldn't arrive at the time I needed it. So I had to give up some orders. Sometimes I had to improvise, and sometimes, I had to do things a little bit different, which I really don't want to do, because I like to give the client exactly what they want. But sometimes you just have to let them know, hey, this thing is not available, so we might have to go another direction. But that was a lot that I had to struggle with when it comes to getting cake boards, cake boxes, tools. It was just not there. And for the longest time, I was by myself, racking my head, thinking of where, until I met two ladies at different times, and one day I just thought, hey, after meeting them as friends and getting to know they were bakers, that became more exciting, okay? So one of these days, I just decided to ask one of them. I think I was thinking of where I could get this, and I decided to reach her. I said, hey, do you know where I can get this? And to my surprise, one of them referred me to a place where I could get what I was looking for. And right there, it clicked that, hey, you have people who know where you can find what you are looking for, or people who do exactly what you do, who might have, more ideas about what you are looking for. And that was the moment it clicked to me that, hey, even though there were two of them, I thought I can always reach out to these people when I have questions, about what to do or where to get things. And believe you me, to cut the long story short, we had been doing that for a while now. Sometimes you are wondering, where can I get this? And then the person sends a website to you that, hey, I think you can get this thing here. And to your surprise, you find out what you've been looking for, searching the net for a long time, is right on the fingertips of someone who is your friend, who does the same thing you do. So that was how, for a while now, we've been able to share ideas. Sometimes we call each other to vent. Like I said, you had an experience somewhere, you just want to talk to someone, you want to glean from the experience. And honestly, it has really helped. I'm pretty sure when they are watching this video, they probably can testify to it in the comment section, just to let people know the importance of community. So please, I'm saying this out today, as quickly as I can, because I don't want the video to be too long, that community is very important. If you find one, please join. And at this time, I think it's the right time for me to unveil what I had, for you to, as a surprise for you this week. Now, Based on what we've talked about today, the importance of community, I decided to create a Facebook group for bakers both in Saskatoon. It could be in any part of the city in Saskatchewan and even in Canada. So this group is not limited to those in Saskatoon or Saskatchewan alone. If you are in PA, you are in Winnipeg, you are in Ontario, you are in any of the provinces, please feel free to go to Facebook and check the Baker's House SK. So I'll put it on the screen for you to see. But once you log into Facebook, just type Baker's House SK. Now, this is a Facebook group I have created to be a flat platform, a community where bakers can come, connect, share ideas, create a support system. You have questions, you need some tips or ideas, you can go on there, post, and then for every other baker that is there, people will respond, accordingly. So once again, it's a Facebook group for bakers, community platform where they can share ideas and where they can support one another, and it's called Baker's House SK. I'll put it on the screen, and please join. If you're watching this video and you're not a baker and you have a friend who bakes or a friend who knows a friend that bakes, please spread the word and tell them to check out Baker's House SK on Facebook and join, and let us come together to help one another, come together to support one another, and come together, to uphold one another on this wonderful journey that we are all on. So I thank you so much for listening to this video today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next upcoming one. So have a wonderful day, and bye to you all.